something something row your boat gently down the stream. Something row your boat gently down the snow. Okay.
Oh, sorry, Straight wants to bring up the music player. There we go. Read off the announcements. Can't believe we're just one away from 30.
Yeah.
Green Wolves getting murdered by the apostrophe key. Hi, Flaros. Good to see you live. So, who is going to start journals today? I think 8,000 started last time.
One moment. Ah. 26? Is it 26?
You get
Yeah,
26.
it's 26. Okay.
You go, Bryce.
Entry. Huh?
You go.
Yeah. You know what? I guess I probably will read a little. It is a limerick after all. The caged bird sings in a fearful trill of things unknown, but longed for still. Yet they have the desire. Ambition is a pyre, and their wings will turn the world still. Honestly, there probably would have been more to that poem than just a limerick, but I spent the night doing something I didn't expect to do for a long time. Patrick just so happened to get a little too close, and I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Let me back up a bit. We woke up and went to the tavern to discuss what happened to the prison. Turns out that psychopathic Ninetales Hugor escaped shortly after we left. I realized what I said in my last journal. I jinxed the hell out of this. And if we don't find this guy, he's going to make someone else's life into a living hell. The good news is, no one blames us for what happened. So, that's nice. However, there are a number of mixed feelings about Desolute. People loathe him, people respect him, people want him dead, and majority want him back in a cell, so he can rot for what he did. Now, to be fair, he did kinda, sorta, maybe orchestrate the end of the world. Also, would have been much more than that if what Glacius said is to be believed. Ignorance to action or no, this guy is... well, he has to be curious. I get that he's a bad guy. I get that he's a villain, but hear me out. So was I. I was not a good guy before I joined this team, and I changed, albeit because my life was at risk, but still. I don't care about what he's done. I want to know what he's doing. I want to know how he ticks, what's going on in his homicidal little mind of his, what he's planning to do, if there are targets, what are his goals, whether he has it out for us, whether he... You get the idea. I want to know... I don't want to incarcerate him if nothing is going to change about him. I want to study him. I want to watch, listen, wait, and when I am satisfied and know how to proceed, then I'll act. But, anyway, aside from that, we did do some traveling. We went to Indicus Town, where Guildmaster Lizzie rested. She didn't make it to New Treasure Town, and it was quite busy with her duties. Indicus Town is one of the oldest towns in the region, and it's quite nice for what it is. Excuse me. There's a massive chasm in the center of town that's definitely a shocking thing. You'd think they'd try to close that or make it more safe around there? A little railing wouldn't hurt. I mean, while we were in town, Leela had an absolute fit over one of their team members almost falling in. A tragedy, sure, and I'm glad she was there for him, but they should probably invest in a little bit of safety. Even with all that, the day ended far better than it began. I got to see Padrock and Leela hanging out across the chasm. Those two are absolutely precious together. The rest of the Team Blackthorn and my own team was watching on too. Trying to keep a low profile as we just kind of hung out and enjoyed one another's company. They were doing the same. And of all the things that happened, though, a howl occurred that would garner the attention of almost anyone. And the Rockruff began to glow, evolving into a midnight Lycanroc. Admittedly, when Padrock was a Fennekin and Leela like a Rockruff, I thought they were great for one another. Now, though, the stars couldn't align any better. They make a great duo. Speaking of stars, I had found myself trying to prepare a poem that I would have written for today, but I was distracted by a certain eavesdropper. Apparently, I caught Padrock's attention. He heard me telling poetry. I panicked. I didn't want anyone to know what this was yet. I didn't want anyone's attention on it. It wasn't good. I'm still an amateur at this. The stuff I've written here is just things that people will be laughing me off into the streets. The fact that he eavesdropped on me, though, I tried to tackle him. I was annoyed as hell about that. I forgot the fact that he could just kind of put me to sleep. So yeah, that happened. Even when I recovered, I made sure to get even with him. We did talk a bit. One thing led to another, a bit of a challenge. The faith that he had in me that I didn't have in myself, and, well, I ended up saying one of my poems, performing it even. I never did that before. I just did as Dad instructed. When you say a poem, you must maintain flow. Don't think too much, or it will go. Have fun with the rhythm, don't think on the goal. Whether you impress or not, it's all in the soul. Soul. Some say zealots don't have them. Apparently I proved myself and Padrock wrong there. He was more than happy to praise me for what I did. I hardly remember it. I kind of just went with it all and then passed out later. I guess we both need to be a bit more... I guess we both need to be a bit more self-confident in our crafts. I hope he doesn't go about spreading it to the others. End of entry 26. Sorry for the length.
Very good. So, Padrock.
Alright. Diary entry number 25. It seems that Destiny has finally made its stake. We had been sent to Indicus to inform the mayor of what happened in Malva, as she'd been unable to attend the debrief gatherings. It was nice to have a low-key day for once, even if it wasn't a place that had one of the worst hazards I've ever seen. Seriously, Someone needs to build a railing. If it wasn't for Leela, Zanny would be dead right now. It was there of all places that I ended up running into my parents. Getting supplies? This far out from the village? No doubt they had one of the guild protectors escort them. The last time someone left the village for supplies was, 8? 10 years ago? Something like that. It's not often anyone has enough money to make the trip worthwhile. Had my parents even brought an Everstone? Forget everything else. They had an Everstone. There's no way they could have bought that. They either had to find it, or they had it all along. Either way, Destiny had made it clear that I'm to stay at Breakson. It was foolish of me to think I could ever reject my calling to be the next Great Seer. Side note, never look in Levi's journal. If the cover is open at all, avert your eyes until you've managed to close it. Don't want to get tackled by him again. Though it's hard to say it mad at him, he did panic. Turns out he does poetry. Really good poetry. Who knew? Apparently he learned it from his dad, but with how hard his dad was on him, I'm surprised he wasn't driven away from it. And that performance. Oh, that performance he gave! Levi knows how to put on a spectacle. As for Leela's evolution, it went a whole lot better than I was expecting. When I realized the significance of the cliff, I was expecting to see the ghost of Lester. But thankfully no. Instead, I got to watch as she evolved under the light of the full moon. And she is beautiful. Such soft jade-colored fur. She carried with her the fragrance of a fresh spring day. Such strong vines. I am truly blessed to have such an amazing girlfriend. Even every time I'm with her, I don't have to be some great seer, don't have to be some strong rescuer. With her, I can just be happy. After we passed by the crowd of onlookers from both teams, we found a spot near the edge of the village, away from the lights that would spoil the display of the stars. It was there that we got talking about the constellations and where they sat in the sky. I've already played back the memory of that night for my staff twice now. Thankfully, we had a little time in the morning to go visit the spa. I always thought that swimming in lakes was great. Okay, it's still in the top 5 activities, but hot springs are amazing. Unfortunately, there wasn't enough time to try a massage. Still a bit skeptical that something that weird could be relaxing, but still willing to give them a try. End of diary entry number 25.
Yeah, he's definitely head over heels.
Can you blame him?
Oh, as we go into session 29. Just one away from 30. And now, as the team has left Indicus Town and flown back to New Treasure Town, they land in town alongside Team Blackthorn.
That's certainly an interesting way to start your morning.
Ah,
Apollo reaches out with his claws and just does a downward dog stretch.
Well, at least it was relaxing.
Great. Levi just decides to, oh god, what's going on here?
White Fluff is zoomed around.
Jeremy!
Somebody's got the zoomies.
nothing like a good morning flight.
Levi just quietly just bounces off and lands.
Seems we
What's
missed
going on?
party.
Damn it.
Good morning to you too.
You guys are back, huh?
Yep. Is something going on?
Fear makes go into Mava.
What for?
Frankly, to get herself killed.
You need us to go after her?
Elaborate?
She takes a few breaths, trying to compose herself. So, there have been sightings of a Pokemon in the mountains near Mava. Have any of
Which
you
Pokemon?
heard of the Pokemon Evotel?
Um,
Hold up.
You said Yveltal?
Mhm.
Let me check that
Just
now.
Roll
I'm gonna just roll
page.
it. Oh, good gracious! 2 of us got 17s. That's the one that's the red and black bird, right?
I think
Yes.
so.
The counterpart to Xerneas.
Yes.
What about it?
From what we've heard from Mava, there have been sightings of Evotel flying around in a rage near the mountains, or in the mountains.
Now, why would the bird of death be having a hissy fit?
wait. I'm sorry. Is it the same situation as what happened with Raiko?
Really
I,
knows.
sinc- I sincerely hope not.
But given those mountains have been known for having zealot activity, it's possible Evotel might be set off by them.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I wouldn't use the term set off. If Yveltal was set off, we wouldn't exactly be alive right now.
Well, Fierme appears to be going after him. For what reason, I have no idea, but she's going to get herself killed.
What reason does she have to be going after the, well, deity of death, effectively?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Well-
Well, whatever the reasoning is, actually, I can't make that decision. Apollo,
What?
would you like us to go find out why they're doing this for ourselves?
I suppose we better find out.
Then I guess we're going.
I'll, re-
And we just...
I'll report back to the guild, okay? You guys be careful. You too, Padrock.
Pedro returned, giving Leela swanism. I'll try to. I'll be careful. This doesn't. Honestly, though we've been through this, doesn't seem as much of the ordinary anymore.
Just take
It's not.
just take care either way, okay?
Oh, I always try to.
She gives him a hug before stepping back towards her team again.
A hug that is happily returned.
Well, no rest for the weary, I guess. Then again, we did relax, so... Honestly, I feel great.
If you need any supplies, be sure to get them quickly and then head to Mom, okay?
Oh, don't worry.
Here today, gone by the afternoon.
Never ends, does it?
No, it doesn't. I don't think I need anything from town myself.
I'm gonna see if I can stock up on a few reviver seeds and maybe a few other things.
I
Y'all
should
don't
probably
mind? I want to try and make a stop at the bank first, though.
Yes, I might want to check the TM vendor as well. I have a feeling that I might need something from there if they have anything that might be usable.
I'm gonna stop by the infirmary.
Going to check on the Linoon.
Someone has to.
Very well.
She gives a nod to the team before going over to Team Blackthorn to talk to them.
Well, let's not dilly dally. We don't have a lot of time, apparently.
No, we don't.
And the music kicks in.
Sure.
Why is this? Why does this mic always do this?
What
There
you're
we
trying
go.
to say,
Oh.
Artie?
Oh, I was just going to ask what the alert specs do.
1 second.
I know the alert specs, but I don't remember the effect. God.
Increases perception roll by 5 against sneaking Pokemon.
Anyone have eyes on the Keck shop right now?
Not just
Yeah.
I do. They have Persim, Citrus. As far as berries goes, they've got super potions, de-icing agents. They've got Geopebble, Totter Steed, and first aid packs.
Nothing special then.
Nope.
Alrighty. Well. How was your morning been, Emmy?
Uh, 1 second. He just perks her ears and looks over at Alaby, and she's like, "Oh, it's been okay. For the most part, at least. How's yours?"
Well, I was expecting that we were going to be coming back to not someone running off to their death. So we have to make this a little brief. What do we have to for TMs today?
She points at each TM and the list next to him.
Oh, you have Rock Slide again.
Indeed.
Let's see. I need to remember something. Today might be the day that I get this.
Do you want to take it?
I am going to consult Apollo with it first before I do anything.
Take your time, then.
Out of character, which TM is this?
Rock Slide, it's 1500.
Okay.
So, we okay with taking 1500 out?
All right. In that case, instead of taking the 6,000, I want. Let's go for 5.5K. So then I'll just buy. That'll let me buy 2 Reviver Seeds from Sunrose.
Alright. Also, I did my math wrong.
Oops.
I pulled out 8,000, not 6,000. I saw it wrong. It's 41.
Wrong person.
I can math, I swear. There we go.
Okay.
So that would be in total 7,000, would it?
No.
Well, you said
Apollo's
5.5.
Well, 5.5 total. 2 for the 4,000 for the Reviver Seeds, and
Oh,
then
okay.
the 1.5K for Harzath.
Fair enough.
So, as for Apollo at Sunrose's shop,
Morning, Sunrose.
hey there, Apollo. What can I do for you today? How you doing?
Here to buy reviver seeds, but spent a bit of time out of town, and no sooner do we touch down here than we're already being sent back out in the field.
Oh, that sounds annoying. Well,
Oh, to be young.
well, how many reviver seats will we be taking today?
Just 2.
Yeah, that'll be 4,000.
Here we are. That's for you. And those will be for me.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for doing what you do around here.
I'll try to get more of those planted.
Okay.
You take care, Apollo.
See you later.
And down the street.
Oh, $2.99 exactly. Okay. I'll just go ahead and grab the citrus berry and the super potion from the Kecleon shop.
Alright, and will that be all for you today?
Yeah, that should be everything. Thank you.
Alright, $2.99.
You go ahead and remove that from my sheet.
And here you are, good sir.
Okay, +1 super potion and +1 citrus berry.
Need the scripts for any of those?
No, I have them left over on my sheet.
Alright.
Okay, off we go.
Have a good day, sir.
Likewise.
And back up the street.
Paul's just over here shooting the shit with Levi once he's done with business here.
Okay. Levi's going to look at Jericho and just talk to him briefly. Hey, you get 2 super potions prepared. I'm gonna buy them, but I'm gonna go talk to Leela. Not Leela. Wow. Rhea first.
All right.
Okay, that's. And he just quietly, as he walks into the room, he just uses his tail to knock against the wood, so he doesn't surprise Zeno or Rhea, or this one over here.
The
Add a
two.
character. Lighting on Elizabeth is not working.
Let me see.
By moving the icon.
Oh, there we go.
Good.
Working now.
It's a glitch. Don't worry about it.
And
Yeah, look.
the two sort of just like perk their ears and look over at him. Haven't been talking with each other.
Levi just quietly lifts a hand and walks to about here. It's laying against the wall.
Hey,
How you feeling?
like shit.
I was hoping you'd say less, but
Well, they've been doing some extensive stuff today.
any surgeries?
Not yet. They're saying that they need to get some more things stable before they can go into that.
Let's see.
Sure, it makes me feel really uneasy with what's coming.
Speaking of what's coming, I have a question. Did you... You said you were there. When I saw it, all I saw was... Let me back up a bit. When you saw the Dark One do the deed, when I saw it, it was just a miasma of black smoke. Couldn't really tell what was behind it. What about you? Did it happen to have wings, if you saw it?
Not that I saw. I can't really see anything in the cloud.
Great. So about the same as me.
What do you ask?
I'm worried. We're about to go out to go potentially face down Yveltal. You know, the flying beast of death.
He just kind of tenses up. Are you crazy?
We're not crazy.
Yeah,
we're
we're
taking
zealots.
clips.
We're both crazy. We're both crazy. Apparently, me more so. Doing this crap.
Why the hell are you going after Yveltal?
Because, well, we're not going after Yveltal. We're going after someone who went after Yveltal. Fierme. Is that their name?
Wait,
I think
you mean
that's her
that?
name.
You mean the other Absol?
Yeah, that one.
What would drive her to do that?
That's what we want to know. And I have no idea.
You know what? You've done some pretty stupid things. I'm not even going to question it.
Gee, I appreciate the vote of confidence.
It just kind of gives a little smirk at him. I think we both have, so can't really be talking.
Touché.
Just don't get yourself killed. If Yveltal is the Dark One, then we have no idea what we could be going up against.
On a lighter, hopefully lighter note, he says that like trying to shift the topic quickly because he realizes this could be a bad decision. This could be a very bad decision. Oh shit, this could be a bad decision. I found another like us.
Who's that?
It's a meow stick by the name of Elijah.
Can't say I've heard of him.
I'd imagine not. You were in the Wardens, I was in the Hand. They were, they're a Pather.
So they're with Engel.
Were.
And he was marked?
Yep.
Hmm.
Apparently, I killed his dad. So there's that.
Oh, isn't that delightful?
He took it in stride. He didn't like him either.
Better than
I
most,
always-
I suppose.
Yeah, I was worried that when he saw me, it was going to be another situation of, I was going to have to fight for my life against someone who I personally slighted and didn't know it. Again.
Well, whatever he's doing, I hope it's for the better.
You take one thing about it before shake his head. They're doing okay. I'm hoping to go see them again sometime.
Well, good luck with that, I suppose.
Aye. And good luck with you in recovery. How about you, Zeno? Why are you still injured?
Well, the loads did a number to us. Tro's still pretty beaten up too, but we'll make it.
Island still has the broken leg, huh? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, they're working on it, but he's fighting tooth and nail the entire way. He does not like what they're doing to him.
If he wants to walk and not end up like Emmy, he needs to cooperate.
But Mila and Cliff won't let me be here alone, so they're staying here for the foreseeable future, it seems.
Well, bear in mind, there's only 3 of you. You're all they got. So it'd be wise to, keep them close.
Yeah.
Besides, you don't want to end up like me, right? Seriously, don't let them go.
I won't. You be careful out there, okay?
Yep, I'd say I'll see y'all tonight, but you'd probably sleep by then, so I'll see y'all around.
Alright.
He walks over to Jericho, takes 2 super potions, and keeps walking.
And over at the tavern,
Yep. Gonna go ahead and pick this TM up before I get indecisive again. I'm going to be taking this.
May gives a nod and pulls out the TM, sliding it over to him. That'll be 1,500.
Here you go.
And here you go.
Well, here's hoping it was worth it, huh? All this
Yeah.
indecision.
Would you like to
right.
learn that now?
Yes, that was about to ask.
He smells and pulls out the machine, putting the TM into it. Then she reaches over and starts placing the cords on him. Alright, here we go. You ready?
As bad as speak can get.
She starts it up, and you can remove one of your moves.
Yep, I'm already in the process of doing it.
And Alavi has learned Rock Slide. Then she pulls the cords away and puts the machine back. Alright, and there you go.
Well, thank you very much, Emmy. And here's hoping that it comes into handy later, or at least sometime soon.
Hopefully. And meanwhile,
Who were we focused on? Oh,
back at the table.
the flute pile.
Out of character, I'm just putting Apollo there until we're ready to go.
So you gotta say anything to Mom and Dad?
Nothing beyond the usual. I found you two again. In case you ever forgot, I love you both.
So
Wait, is the team meeting at the tavern, or are we meeting at the teleport?
they're gonna be going over to the teleporter.
Yep.
Okay.
So down south, the 2 fire types at the table just sort of look over at Castor and give a smile to him.
He's gonna give them a quick nod and hug before having to head off. Duty calls.
Well, good luck, dear. Go kick ass out there, alright?
Yes, sir.
You, Castor. Good luck.
Thank you, Grandma. Feels like we're needing it more and more nowadays.
You'll be okay, I'm sure.
We can only hope.
Team gonna head to the teleporter.
Yeah, Apollo just gives a nuzzle both to Artemis and to Moria for moving over to fall in with Castor.
Sorry, clicking back, swapping between characters.
You're fine.
Off to the teleporter.
Now they'll be gonna head up with them.
Yep, I just finished typing in everything. Everything's good to go.
So this is where they went.
Two ferrets sleeping on the boxes.
Snooze. They hit the snooze button.
They just sleep where the hell they want. So is Ruben gonna meet with them or Eaton? Meanwhile, down
I
at
wanna
Eaton's
talk
shop,
to Eden first. Hold up, let me check this out.
they can do that 8,000 if you want.
Sure, I can. I guess that as Levi approaches, Eaton would be rummaging with some little machinery, probably some kind of little mechanical toy. Without even looking up, he asks, "Hey, Levi, what you looking for today?"
How did you know it was? Never mind.
Your electrical signal is quite distinctive.
Levi like lifts a hand to refute that, only to stop. Think about it. Just slowly lowers his hand, realizing that makes sense. Right. I came to ask about the supplies if it came in yet.
Gonna need to, out of character, ask Glacy.
They'll take a little bit longer, but they're almost all prepared.
Unfortunately, we've had a can't believe I'm blanking. Word out of character.
Delay?
Thank you. Unfortunately, we've had a bit of a delay on the volumetric flasks needed.
Right.
Yeah, they come from Malva.
Oh.
The rest of the stuff is pretty much good to go. I just forgot to write down the dimensions of the bottom of the flasks. I just need to make sure the plates are sized right. I can't do that until I have the flasks in here.
I mean, I could probably leave our pauses. No, wait, I'm gonna probably get into a fight. Yeah, I'll wait. I can wait. I can wait.
Sorry for the delays.
No,
Just want to make
worries.
sure this kit is perfect for you. And I
Thank
know
you.
it's going to be used for some important purposes.
Appreciate it.
Smile.
Yeah, it's gonna be for some pretty important purposes. At least a few things. Maybe some world-changing research, like what you usually do on a daily basis. He just leans in, and maybe a few explosives, but you didn't hear it from me.
Well, I'll see what I can do. But if he's on short supply, can always ask him if he has some spare fireworks. He says, pointing out the window at Kua.
Leo just quietly shifts a bit, sees the Noiver, and just shifts back quietly. Yeah, I'm sure Kua wouldn't mind helping me out if that was the case. But I think my team's waiting on me, so I'll go ahead and head out. I'll talk to you later, right?
All right.
Oh, hello, Reuven.
I would expect as Levi's walking away, he just hears a small explosion in the background.
A little.
Levi pauses, doesn't even think of to look back, just takes a deep breath and just keeps walking forward. Nope, he'll be fine. Anyway, in regards to Raven, someone said hello. Raven just quietly lifts a hand before focusing on the computer for a bit. Let's get you guys ready to go.
Ah, here comes Levi now. So, I think we're all here.
All right. Everything is in place. Energy is spooling up.
Is he Stola?
Oh. Hey, Raven.
Hey, I'm sending over Team Eclipse to take care of an issue over on your side. I believe
Oh.
you had a visitor prior.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'll get everything ready again.
If you can, see if you can help them out understand where she may have went. Where she? No, I'm asking.
She.
Fair,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. Where she may have went.
Alright. Yeah,
Otherwise,
everything's ready over here, so just send him over.
Here we go again. Need to calm my nerves for this. I swear, I do not like these things.
all right. Let's
Castor go swim.
in place. Everything is green on my end. Are you ready?
Yep.
Good.
5, 4, 3 teleports.
2. Hits enter immediately.
Castor's peeking out through them 4.
That's adorable.
He's just like, I see you.
And as they do that, the team is teleported over. No, just reset positions real quick.
Okay, is it over? Can I open my eyes?
No, you have to keep them closed for the rest of the day.
But I can't. You
You're
can't do this to me.
You're alive, don't worry.
All right.
Elijah just looks a little tense.
Everything
Okay.
all right here?
Yeah, it's just everything that happened those last couple days. People don't really want to leave their houses,
Can't exactly say I blame them.
so the whole city's basically just a ghost town. Even Isaiah is not really getting any business in his tavern. I feel bad for him.
I don't think it's going to be an issue, everything closing down. Although, I wouldn't mind buying a drink if it helps him out.
So
Let's
you're
make a stop by.
all right. I'll come with you then.
By the way,
Considering
oh, go ahead, sorry.
considering everything that's happened, can you really blame people for being scared?
Not
No,
really.
not at all.
Okay. So I may have jolted myself into opening my eyes. I bumped into a chair. I'm fine. I haven't fallen.
That'll be okay. Plus, I should get on this side.
Need any support, Luby?
No, I'm quite fine. I'm. Paul, that was a terrible demand of you to make.
I
All
say.
right.
Elijah looks over at Isaiah and gives him a little nod. Hey, got some company, at least Levi. Well, it's definitely better than nothing, at least. How are you doing?
Well, yesterday had a bit of a uplifting point for me, so I say pretty well. Let's see if I can uplift your day a bit.
Well, would you like anything?
Levi, like, quietly takes a moment to check their own inventory before looking back up. What does that vanish seed do?
Makes you invisible. Not sure how you'll want to use that, but I'm sure it can do lots of good things for you.
For how long?
Uh, Character, target becomes invisible for 3 turns. All Pokemon make a perception roll of 15 plus to notice. AC checks and moves directed on the target are increased by 2. And it lasts
Levi,
for the scene until you're hit by a move.
Levi looks at the seed and just quietly looks over to Apollo.
I'll be
404,
honest.
404, fluff not found. Browser must be refreshed.
Bleh.
Levi, you just get a head over your shoulder. Like, to be honest, I don't think you'd be able to hide with all these glowing marks.
You'd be surprised, Luffy.
Maybe.
If a Noivern can hide in plain sight, I'm pretty sure I can do well enough.
You in straight?
I'm back.
So Levi's looking at Apollo.
Out of character, can you repeat the question?
Levi was asking what the Vanish Seed does. Looked at the sea, got the description, just quietly looked over to Apollo.
If I had that, I'd be more invisible than I already am.
Touche. You're already hard enough to find. Sure, I'll take it.
All right, that'll be 100.
This
And
I gotta see. Or not see.
while I'm at it, and I'm sure, actually, the Dodge Scarf, what's it do again?
Let's see. Clothing. Somewhere. Guarantees an evade for thrown items.
Guarantees an evade from grown items. Okay. Then, well, I know it's been a pretty quiet day for you as of late, so I'm buying the Vanish Seed, and I'm also going to grab that Lepa Berry.
All right. That's going to be 800 too.
He just slides over the 900 without a problem. Hopefully that helps you through this dry spell of yours.
Hopefully. And
So
hopefully the city cheers up a little bit more.
What's Lepa Berry do again?
Restores a move to a ready. Restores any move that has been used to ready status.
Ah.
It restores uses of all moves.
Cool.
So don't give those to Sapphire.
It's like, I'm gonna use Giga Impact. Oh no, I can't do it right now. Eats Lepa Berry.
Pretty much.
That going to be all for you guys?
That'll be all for us.
I don't think I need anything.
Well, your Absol friend sort of ran out of place in a hurry. From what I saw, she went off to the west. I don't know where she went after that. Maybe ask someone around town, maybe Michael or someone. I don't know.
Perhaps. Either way, whoever we ask, I'll be sure to let them know to come by for a drink.
Thanks, guys.
Not a problem. Just keep your head up, okay?
All right.
It's like,
Be careful out there, okay?
of course. Levi gives a small grin as they get up. We're right, you. We're supposed to be proud of who we are. Stand tall. Stay bright.
I'll try.
Literally, in your case.
Levi just looks to Luby, lifts a paw, just shows an array of electricity just going over each and every single individual claw before closing his hand.
What? I thought that was humorous.
Oh, it was. I just wanted to show off a bit.
Oh, I thought you were threatening me.
Why would I don't have a reason to threaten you yet.
So
A
don't.
word.
Also, don't
Today.
worry. Don't worry,
Today.
guys. When we're out of this place, you might have better time on Roll20.
Also, Kasha, what'd you say?
Today.
Today.
I notice people keep refreshing the page. When we're off this map, you'll probably have a easier time. As for that, when the team heads out, the streets are dead silent. Doesn't seem like anyone is outside right now.
Oh, that's definitely eerie.
Aisha wasn't kidding.
This is a freaking morgue.
Yeah, makes sense with the Avatar. They said center of Malva, right?
Pierre May ran off towards the west after leaving the teleport station.
West is left, isn't it?
Yes.
No one's here. Don't send anybody home?
As a note,
Well.
these 4 houses are the 4 of the Fight Club members.
Ah,
Kind
that
of strange
explains
being
why
able
it's
to.
a ghost town. Go ahead.
It's kind of strange being able to hear your own footsteps on a road like this, in the middle of a town.
Don't think about it too hard.
I try not to. This almost reminds me of something.
Anything in particular?
Back when I lived alone, mostly. Though it
Huh.
just feels unnatural in this case.
Yeah, best not deep drop.
As Julian in there appears to be drinking his tea quietly. Just sort of meditating.
The Mariana or the...
Julian, the Tyrogue.
Got it.
There's also a Manectric in here.
And he's just working on papers.
Looks like everybody's roughed up in the bar here.
Yeah, they were part of the fights, weren't they?
Yep.
Wait, I thought we were... Oh, okay, I guess we're going in.
As they pass by the 4 in the Fight Club, they just give a small nod to them, and Monroe's over here scribbling down notes on the paper. Doesn't seem to notice them quite yet.
Paulo hops up onto his seat and puts upon the counter. Passing through.
Oh, hey. What's up, guys?
Passing through. Trying to stop somebody from doing something really dumb.
Well, that's been going around a lot lately. One in particular.
How are you holding up?
We've been better, been worse. Those fuckers out there sure gave us a show, but we took care of them.
All these years, you're still tough as nails.
What did you expect? I am the instructor around here.
Keeps you
Oh,
young.
if my namesake could see you now.
I'm sure you can see me somewhere. The guy never did know how to rest.
Suppose neither do I from time to time.
What brings you here?
Somebody's going after an apparent sighting of Yveltal over in the mountains.
What, Bacon
West
Bird?
here. Yeah, Bacon Bird.
That's the name y'all gave then?
I don't mind it.
It's a legendary though. Like, aren't we supposed to have some sort of respect for the thing?
Not if it's going to be tearing up the place the way it does, though. I
After
suppose
the
if it's going after the Zealots, I'm not losing too much sleep over it.
after having to deal with Eternatus, I ain't got much respect for the legendary Pokemon.
Touche. Going after the Zealous is one thing, but if it's going after, Levi just quietly goes silent a moment in thought before shaking his head. Can I get some water?
Sure.
You, please.
He just takes a glass out from under the bar and fills them with water before setting them down.
Levi just sips on it before setting the glass down and then looks over. I had to get an actual drink, but I'm not old enough yet. And I don't think we have time to celebrate just yet.
Well, I did hear someone running outside. Given how dead that city is, it's kind of easy to hear anything.
So our friend ran by here then.
I hear in a freaking flurry. Wherever they were going, I don't know, but they headed somewhere up north. I just saw a white blur pass by the door.
Northwest it is. Sounds good.
But if you guys are going after that bird, I'd be careful. Thing's deadly. It is the bird of death, after all.
Indeed. Say, do you have an apothecary or a doctor around here somewhere? I thought y'all be, less scarred.
We have our medics. There isn't exactly an official building for it. Should probably get that taken care of.
Yeah.
But we also train in the Fight Club to take care of ourselves. People training here got to take care of those injuries that happen on occasion.
It doesn't kill you.
Sometimes makes you stronger, at least.
Was this one of the clubs that I... No, probably not. Different area. That said, Levi finishes the drink and sits on a glass. Thanks for the information.
Oh, thanks for showing up.
I mean, I imagine you're bored out of your wits' end right now. Someone's got to keep you busy.
Oh, you have no fucking clue.
Anybody else have any questions before we head out?
No, I'm quite fine over here, thank you.
Yeah, doing fine.
You, Caster?
I'm good.
Apollo? Fair
Nope.
enough.
Nope. It's like, yoink, I'm out.
No.
Monroe just sort of waves a flippy over at them and waves them off.
Levi just lifts a paw and just waves backwards.
Don't get yourself killed out there, alright?
No promises, but it probably won't happen.
Bacon Bird?
Oh, come on. You've got to have some sort of a positive reaction to that.
You didn't hear me laughing from across the room?
No. I was on the other side of the room.
I would have thought that in a ghost town like this right now you'd hear it, but I guess not.
All those soft mats in there probably soak up a little too much sound for me to hear that kind of stuff. Either way, let's keep going.
Maybe it's just a difference in the ears.
Are Absol ears?
Also, hi Sarah, Giga, Ninja, Bath, and others.
Hey, Apollo,
Hey, what?
you want to check on your family friend before we get a move on?
Well, it's not exactly family.
Still, you'd
He
think
is a
you would-
friend.
Yeah, it's true. But on another note, Brave web browser is not my friend because that is the third time it's crashed tonight.
Good lord.
Christ.
Like
I
I said,
suppose
when we're off the map, it'll probably be better.
Yeah.
Brooklyn needs to get needs to get its shit together, though.
Yeah, he's here.
Apollo reaches up a paw and raps in the doorway before coming in.
Hmm?
Knock,
Oh.
knock.
Hey guys, how have you been?
We're alive.
Well,
We're keeping you busy.
You have no idea. All the paperwork I've been having to deal with the past couple of days. Never see the
Well,
end
at
of
least-
it.
Well, at least you're at no shortage of witnesses for putting the zealots that you did catch away.
Yeah, guess so. At least the ones that we did manage to get taken in, most of them ran off.
We really need to find a better way of catching those people.
If only. They've been at it for I don't even know how many decades, and we still don't have an easy way to get them.
I mean, there's always option B. The one that most people won't go for, though. I'll
What's
leave
that?
alone. Levi just quietly looks over to Padrock, putting their tail on the carpet. Not hard, not too hard. Just putting it on the carpet just to lean on it. Oh, you know, the permanent way of getting rid of the problem.
Well, there's a lot of paperwork to do with that. Along many other things.
Well, you only have to do it once instead of doing several.
Well, the legalities are a bitch.
You think there's only one zealot?
Okay, well, one for each of them.
to be fair, the ones who escaped, you've already checked and saw where they would normally head towards and found nothing. Well, where wouldn't they go?
Well, wherever they went, we have no idea. Oh, hey, also, he pulls out a citrus berry. Pulled this off a little squirrel up there. You can have it.
Thank you.
I hope that it doesn't have the crazy on it.
Oh, I've tested it. It's fine. Apparently she was meaning to eat it before she died, but didn't get the chance. She was a little too drugged up. So what brings you guys here again?
Somebody is trying to catch up with the Veltal, and we're here to catch up with them before they do.
Oh, so you heard about that, huh? Yeah. We did see a Votel about 10 clicks north of the town. But whatever it's doing, we can possibly imagine.
Well, suppose we better get after them before they step into something they can't scrape off their paws.
Guess so. But if you're going after the person who went after a Veltal, I would take extreme caution when you're going out there. Not only would you have to deal with a Veltal himself, but there are obviously zealots in the mountains.
Well, we found the zealots. We'll do to them what Turnus did to Cassia City over 100 years ago. Or a while back, anyways.
Oh, if you do find them, give them hell. Don't tell anyone
What?
I told you that.
Tell anyone about what?
Just be
I
careful
suppose-
out
I
there,
suppose
okay?
that I suppose the sort of lawyer-client confidentiality has a bit of applicability here, don't you think?
Oh, sure. But you
All
guys
right.
just be careful out there. I've got a lot of shit to do.
All
I
right.
thought you,
Go ahead,
genuinely, I
how's
thought
that?
you were making a joke about the absence of said people.
Hey, Michael, I have a question.
Yeah.
Since you're a lawyer and all, or not lawyer, but prosecutor, maybe both. If a zealot is on a drug and we knock them out, which kills them, is that considered manslaughter?
If they were on the drug and they were attacking you, it's self-defense. If they didn't stop attacking you, you couldn't do anything about that. No law is going to take you in for that.
In other words, we are not in trouble. Good to know. All right, that's all I want to know.
And here I thought it was a vote of no confidence.
He just turns around and continues writing things down.
Alright, west.
Quietly waiting for the fluff to get out the doorway.
If Roll20's not fucking with him again.
This is true.
You know, it's almost too bad we can't make those teleporters movable sized.
What, you mean portable?
Yeah, I mean, imagine being able to toss a pad, flash a red light, and they're in a jail cell.
And
Maybe that's
imagine
too.
what that would be like if technology like that could fell into the wrong hands.
He just
Yeah, I realized that as soon as I thought about it.
You just gotta ask Dr. Strange for that.
Doesn't your dad have one of those?
What?
No, Apollo's dad.
No, I don't think he does. Certainly not the way that Padrock described it.
What kind of contraption would be able to trap somebody without any way of escape?
Apollo stops a moment and shakes out his mane for a bit, and then stretches out. No idea.
So, are we gonna head straight up, or do we want to check out the jail cell or anything? Any more exploration?
It's
I
pretty
do want to
obvious.
check out the jail cell.
Yeah, I would think that the jail cell is pretty much,
I'm just imagining, like, we approach the passage, it's like, are you ready to continue? You just hear a prompt come up, it's like, sure, or not yet, and just like, not yet.
Well, it seems like they fenced up the gap.
As best
Yeah.
they can, at least.
That's still climbable. 100% climbable.
Well, the point is that the cells are supposed to be what keep them in. Even if they could get through those, that would be the only way. Oh, speaking of the warden, there she is, being diligent.
As Evelyn is just standing there, keeping watch on things. And the three enter.
Good morning, Evelyn.
Good morning to you too, guys.
How are you holding up?
I'm surviving.
That seems to be most people out here. Yet no one's moving around. It's kind of. Eva just quietly turns around, looks towards the cave, the where Hugo was, where it escaped, and just looking at the path and just. Oh,
What an absolute scorcher.
I hope that wasn't a pun.
No. More like the area is blackened so much you can see literally the ashes.
I think Patrick can probably see more with this stuff. He
Perhaps, but I
seemed to
don't.
find a few things with, you know, when we were in the Aberloth mines.
Maybe so, but does he really want to see this?
Good point.
I may have a better idea, though.
Hmm?
So he's gonna roll survival here, if that's okay, Mr. DM, to see what
Yep.
he can probably glean from this.
Shoot.
Ooh.
Well, you can tell there was definitely a huge fight here. The bloodstains are fresh, obviously. And when Hugor had run out of the cell, whoever was chasing him was bleeding a lot before they just collapsed somewhere around here. And then he had gone off towards the south and then left a trail of flames behind him as he headed off to the northeast.
Well, I guess I should just point out the obvious. The previous Behem that had been here, that was the other one that the warden mentioned, right?
Yeah, there's one less, and we both know why.
Yes,
All
that's
three
their
of us know
blood
why.
there. The trailing of the fire, though, seems to have only went so far and then petered off, and, well, you can see exactly where he went.
The northeast.
Blazed a trail all along the way.
This isn't just Emery's blood, it's Hugor's as well.
Really?
For some reason, he started getting his wounds weren't healing the way they should have been, even with the fire cauterizing them. Hugor was bleeding as he was running off.
Interesting. Was it from the injuries that he sustained from being attacked by Desolute?
Desilu and us trying to contain him when he was being violent.
If he doesn't find some way of stymieing that, he may as well die on his own. Over time.
Whatever's got a hold of him, he doesn't seem to care about that.
I don't think it's that simple.
No?
I think we're
What?
done here, though.
Yeah, there's not much more we can really make of that. But it is a surprise.
You guys take care of yourselves, alright?
We will. We will. We will.
The Gallade up here is just sitting over here in like a fetal position against the wall. Far away from the other cell.
What's his problem?
Hold up. Castro, what'd you say?
I said concerning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was struck in Higor's onslaught.
Zealot or
No, he's just a common criminal. But we took
See.
care of him as much as we could. But he's terrified of what happened.
Considering from what you described, I would be too.
But we'll keep a watch on things over here. So whatever you guys plan to do, just be careful.
You as well.
This place isn't safe anymore.
I can tell. Well, with everybody being gone and all. Well. But I should catch up with the rest. You do take care of yourself, though.
I will, don't worry. And then so made herself very clear. She just gives a little nod to him and waves him off as he leaves. And the rest of the team over at the northwest, ready to go.
Yep.
All right.
That's
Sorry for the wait.
And the team heads out of the town. The mountain area is, for the most part, quiet. As it seems that most of the Pokemon in the area are hiding somewhere, but you don't really see many of them.
so. Hey guys, hear me out on this.
What's up?
What Evelyn said about Hugor,
About him bleeding out?
bleeding with his wounds refusing to heal. That, with the fact that he is driven by wrath alone, I think he got a bit of a taste of his own medicine and he can't take it.
What do you mean?
You remember what happened to Elena?
Oh,
Oh,
good point.
Wounds not healing, driven to madness, constantly in pain, lashing
Levi,
out at just
if-
about anybody around them.
Levi, if that's true, then the bleeding, the fact that he's bleeding out won't mean anything. He'll just keep walking regardless.
Exactly.
We may have just made another Elena.
Only this one's inconsolable.
And ahead, the team can see that any grass in the area has now died off, and they come to a barren part of the mountains.
Gonna just
Well,
roll this.
If I were a god of death, this is definitely be something that I'd do.
Aren't we near a volcano?
Well, the volcano's off a little further to the west of here. So you see those two peaks over there.
Yeah.
That taller one right there, that's Mount Hellfire proper. And that peak just to the left of it, if you were to go behind it, that's where you'd see the actual fortification around Fort Hellfire.
Huh.
That was that was Arlac's base of operations.
So this grass being dead is not natural.
No, not by a long shot. We're well outside the eruption zone.
So, as the team continues on, they eventually find what looks like a camping area that's been fenced off.
Well, Olivia's actually been taking a quick peek at the death of the grass, and he's pretty much getting the idea of what he means.
oh dear.
It's like the life's been sucked out of it.
It looks like the life's been sucked out of.
Everything. Oh.
Yeah.
I thought Malva City was dead.
Oh.
Fuck.
Levi, hold
Padrock
up.
was way ahead.
What in the world?
What is she doing here?
Out of character, are we supposed to be able to see that far ahead?
You can. She probably looks like a sort of a dot in the distance, but
Yeah,
Oh.
like, I wouldn't see them that far away unless we rolled for it, I believe, but it's more of a
Yeah,
case of we're just looking
alright.
around.
Okay, so back to my roll. I am checking the ground ahead for anything that might be a trap.
you don't notice anything in the area. However, it appears that the Centisforks here is a statue.
What in the world?
Is this a Malva offshoot, or is this the
This is
Padrock
completely
looks to Levi.
disconnected. This is just a campground. What sort of position is this guy in right now?
It
before he turned
appears
around?
it appears he was looking at the sky before he started twisting his body around to try and run away. And he's now stuck in that position in stone.
I only tried running, but you didn't get very far.
No. In fact, it's almost like instant petrification. What could cause
That's
that?
not good.
What could cause such a thing?
Aster, Levi, anything?
Could it have been? Please be okay. Please be okay. Could it have been a Yveltal?
Yveltal can do that.
I don't know. And you're right, Padrock. It is. This is not anything new to me.
So this isn't Malvin?
No. Padrock has the right of it. This is a. If it was Malvin at one point, it's a cultist campground, and now. So yeah, no. Padrock has the right of it because I recognize some of the faces here.
Padrock.
Faces we
not-
should be worried about, or
Why are you worried about the dead?
Padrock.
You said you recognized a
Hold
few of
up,
these
hold
faces.
up. 8,000. Go ahead.
Thank you. Padrock knocks on the statue. I've read about something like this, but it more happens when Yveltal dies. And this is not far spread enough to be that kind of situation.
I see.
So, we, does that to absorb the life energy to kind of rebirth itself? Maybe it was wounded? It did this to heal? That might be a bit of a stretch.
It is apparently being driven by madness. Raiko doesn't just go around causing massive thunderstorms wherever it goes. That is so powerful it can kill other electric types.
Come to think of it, what was Raiko's reasoning for going mad in the first place that he said?
Something was draining it. Draining it of strength, and that made Raiko very angry.
Well, there's your connection to why he petrified these residents.
Trying to make up the difference. Seems a little parasitic when you put it that way, but it checks out.
Who's the real parasite, though? Yveltal, or the one that's draining him? Or her?
Follow it to the source. But I'm not sure we'll be able to get... Well, if this statue here is any indicator, I'm not sure getting close is going to be an option for us, if one at all.
Maybe so.
Let's keep moving.
Okay.
Esther doing anything?
No, I never mind. Nope, I'm good.
I'm guessing the same situation for the Glameow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it appears that everyone they're passing by has had the same thing happen to them.
Well, it's definitely not isolated to this spot specifically, but
Just
Have you been to this camp before, Levi?
This one looks relatively new. Yeah, I have.
Castor, you alright over there?
Yeah, I zoned out for a moment. Sorry.
No worries.
I pat the vape. It appears this one was just stepping outside of its of the building and was struck where it stood. Like a single foot is still off the ground where it was about to step down.
Well, if it isn't instant petrification, that is quite fast for it to have taken effect.
Meanwhile,
What's up? Talk about this guy here. Oh, you talk about that. Sorry. Go ahead.
Pedro points to him. I see something black behind the fence, but I'm not really tall enough to see over it.
Hang on a second. Levi,
Yeah.
look over there to the north, just a little past the fence. Is that who I think it is?
Hmm?
I think so.
Castor, get over here now.
Shoot.
Meanwhile,
Lovely company.
the Bonnet over here looked like it was trying to flee into the air and got turned to stone and is now caught in the tree.
Talk about a rock in a hard place.
Nice and slow, everyone.
Oh, please do.
Since it's been pointed out, what does it look like she's doing?
It looks like she's just standing there facing away from them, not doing anything.
She looks as if she might be catatonic.
Hang on. I want to try and focus specifically on her for this next perception roll.
She looks almost like one of the other Pokemon who were turned to stone, except she isn't stone. She's not moving like an inch.
Strange.
This place smells wrong. Very wrong. Whisper to GM.
Oh, please don't be that. Please don't be like that. Please don't be like that. The others are others. It's fine. You're different. Can't do this to me.
All right. I want to give one more check to the surrounding area before we proceed in, if possible.
You don't notice anything else in the area.
All right. Let's proceed with caution. Levi and Padrock, keep your distance, though. If somebody wants to get the drop on us, I want to at least be spread out enough that they can't get us all in one fell swoop.
Should I prepare them?
Yes.
Okay.
Caster, I'd like you with me when we approach.
Okay.
So is that okay for using
It can be one
a
move.
preparation? Okay, just making sure. Oop.
As the team is passing through the gate, she doesn't seem to notice them. She's just standing there.
Almost as if they are acting just like the other petrified, but she's not petrified.
All right, we know it's you.
She just doesn't make any response.
Don't think she's all there in the head.
But why would that be?
Arcella, can you hear me? Arcella.
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda, can you hear me?
She just kind of twitches at the voice. And after a moment, she slowly turns around looking at Levi, but she doesn't seem to be all there. Her eyes are wide like she's in shock.
This is
What
a
the hell
thought.
happened to her?
She must have witnessed something truly traumatizing.
Are you there? It's me, Levi. Leviticus.
When he approaches her, she takes a slow step back.
Careful, Levi.
I'm not getting any closer. I just want to know what happened.
Death. Death. There's so much.
What caused all this?
Death.
Did Lothero do something?
She just makes a slow shake of her head.
Of a yes or a no?
No.
Was it the legendary?
He was so angry.
What pissed it off?
I don't know. I don't know.
If this was Yepito, how did you avoid being petrified?
She may have been inside when it passed over.
I saw it all. I couldn't do anything to stop it.
What were you looking at?
He just doesn't seem to respond to that. She's just like shaking.
Apollo. Apollo, do you see anything to the north?
Paul turns to face that way.
Roll perception. You did.
Yeah, he did.
18.
You can actually notice a large shadow starting to approach.
Oh dear.
Everyone, get for cover now.
Tadrock, get over here.
Levi is going to move to grab Asmarella in order to take them to one of the buildings.
Levi, get out of there!
Moving!
Roll athletics.
What do you mean by athletics?
No, it's
Athletics.
It's for Levi, I think.
Out of character, Harzath, are you moving?
Levi just easily pulls Asmarella out of the way.
Okay, just making sure.
Reiterating. Okay, there we go.
And as he does that, a blast of red energy hits where she was standing and just creates a shockwave before dying down.
Racing against the fence. Like, oh god.
Levi
What?
would basically hit the deck and just drop to the ground, just stay low as that shockwave is going off. He's looking around for a plan of where to go next, and he has an idea. He's just waiting for the shockwave to die down before getting up and moving with her again.
And if anyone else wants to make a perception roll, they can.
Yeah, sure, I'll go for it. Let's see.
Sure. Oh, nice.
Very good roll.
Nice.
Anyone else rolling?
1 second.
I've already rolled for this, correct?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'll go ahead and roll. Average.
If you take a look to the north, you can see what looks like a white figure off way in the distance in the trees.
See, gray and white figure.
A white figure.
Wait.
World? Is this figure quadruped, biped?
It's quadruped.
That doesn't look like Yveltal.
Doesn't look like a Veltal at all.
No, Voltor's in the sky.
What the hell is that?
It wouldn't go much further than the fence.
I'm not going to.
At the side of it, though, Asmarella just starts running off, like, in a panic. Trying to get into one of the buildings.
Oh, Jesus.
Marilla?
She took off real fast.
Oh, she's in a safe spot. Okay.
Leave her be, Levi.
Get rid of that horrible beast!
Wait. Apollo?
Yeah?
She's afraid of the white figure, not Yveltal.
No, she's afraid of a Voltor.
Oh, is it? Oh, I thought you said that it was only the white figure, not the...
No, you see a Voltor in the sky. The white figure is way off in the distance. In the mountains.
Okay. I retract my statement.
Alright.
Anyone gonna go investigate north?
Apollo is going to try and move that way.
Not by yourself.
No, I'm going with him.
Now that the flyby is done.
Yeah. Spread out. Same with the Ryko. Spread out and be ready to move.
I don't want to be left behind in a town like this.
And if the team is prepared, they can head further north.
Okay, so we're able to just go right ahead then.
And Caster.
Here we go.
So it seems the coast is clear for the most part until we get closer.
Okay, map's already centered. Like, there's not much of a
Alright.
map to center, so
Well, hopefully this one
Spreading
won't
out.
crash my browser.
it's a tiny map. You might be fine.
Oh yeah, it's ultra tiny.
All right.
Fit it all on the same screen.
Make sure to stay spread out. And don't
And-
stop moving.
As they are moving, they can see the shadow of a massive figure start coming down.
That white figure, correct?
No, the evil tall. Like I said, the
Right.
white figure is running around somewhere up north.
Apollo, it's aiming for you. Get out of there.
Moving. Apollo darts over here.
Before suddenly,
Eh,
Jesus Christ, that thing's big!
It's not legendary.
Bigger
for
they are,
nothing.
the harder they fall.
who the hell are you?
We're Team Eclipse. We're here to find somebody, get them out of here before they get themselves killed. We're not here to pick a fight with you. We're in the area. We're going to get what we need to get done and get out of here.
He just glares around between all of them. And why should I trust any of you? One of you possesses power from the cursed being, another has the mark of death, and a third has a spirit which doesn't belong to you. You're all a threat to this world.
Begging your pardon, but
well. Look,
what do you mean
it was a
by...
gift, alright?
Go ahead, Arzeth.
It's like, begging your pardon, I don't know what you are referring to in regards to but not belonging.
Evil Tall just turns around, faces Apollo, glaring at him.
Apollo is doing his best to try and meet the stare. Give me 1 second. I want to make a proper... He is only barely managing.
Well, he's definitely glaring you down. But, he's like... And this cursed being... He then turns to a caster.
It's not something I asked for.
Really not. It's not of his choice.
I was there for that.
Yet it's something you have.
Cassidy's gonna rub a paw against the red chain attached to his arm. You don't need to remind me.
Whatever reason you're here, the fact that you pulled that witch out of my way means you're already enemies. I won't let you leave here.
Apollo grits his teeth. We're finishing our mission, and we're leaving. Team Eclipse, stand your ground.
Very well.
Why must they make this difficult every time?
Yeah.
Wait, what is that?
Character, is that more snow or fire?
It looks like white fire.
And he just sees that thing pop up and he's just like, wait, what is that? Ooh, Patrick got first.
Nice.
That's everyone. Huh. So, with that, Padrock may make the first move.
All right. With the role he made earlier, knowing what Yveltal was, Yveltal isn't dark, right?
He is.
Oh.
Yveltal is dark and flying.
Yeah.
4. All right. Well, start this off with
Very solid flamethrower.
Nice. 55, 1. Now your turn.
right. Not my turn yet, because I do have one more thing that I always forget to do.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, that'd be a good call.
Ooh.
Really?
So that -2 comes in to play. And with that,
Right, Apollo.
All immediately closes the distance.
That is 33, 1. When I have draw point.
Yeah.
And now for him. Alright, so Yveltal turns around towards Levi before. Oh dear. Well, that's gonna suck.
Oh no.
Levi takes 38 damage and is pushed into the lake.
Fair enough. No, Jason!
Not again.
Thankfully, he swims back to the surface without much issue.
So that will cost your movement.
Very well.
Okay, let's see how well this does. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Reroll that. That move is missed way too many times.
It really has.
28.
Well, that barely tickled him. Wait, isn't dragon? No, dragon's not.
No.
It's not a dragon type. Never mind.
Now your turn.
Yep.
Alright, and Elevy.
Well, this is going to be something I'm going to have to make use of here. I'm going to have to move here. And we're going to hope and pray that this works out. Ah, just shy.
And that is a physical move. So 33, 11.5. And Levi.
Levi just crawls out the water, first and foremost. And after he's out of the water, does he proceed to spark up? And staring down Ivatal, he just points a hand and misses because he is still drenched in water.
It fizzled. Whoa!
Yeah, the music had a bit of a hiccup there, but that's okay, it's back up.
No, not that. The fires.
The hell?
You all saw that, didn't you?
The fires shift from right to left?
And Caster is hit by this.
Oh,
Lovely.
wonderful.
Ugh.
Thankfully, it didn't do much.
Ivatal gains 4 hit points. And now Apollo.
Yeah, pretty much.
Padrock is becoming educated.
I mean, thankfully, it didn't do too much damage to Caster. And we now know
Me
what
too.
those do.
Me tonk.
Swallowed compass.
Now's your turn, Paul.
That was my turn.
Yeah, he used.
Alright, so Padrock.
So, start building this up.
Ooh.
Misses, but you get the agile point. And the ice speed boost.
Yep.
So, Ivatal vanishes instantly.
Oh, not this shit again.
Wait, he didn't vanishes, not flies up.
He vanishes.
Oh, where did he go?
Oh,
So, what's Caster gonna do now?
Before stack mechanic.
Oh god.
Rifle check, where'd he go?
Let me do something real quick. He's just gonna make an educated guess and start backing away. 2, 3, 4. Are there any setup moves I can use? I don't think so. There are not.
Alright, so Ellaby.
Well, in this situation, the only thing I can really think of doing here is it actually possible to make a weight maneuver and to see if somebody is attacked and I can try and intercept it?
Not on this turn, though.
No? Okay. Well, that's not going to work then. I can do this instead.
Now your turn.
Yeah, let me move back 1, 2. There we go.
And Levi.
Levi's going to do the smart thing of getting away from the water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then into the brick line of sight, just in case. That's a sprint.
You.
So, Paddock.
Alright, well. Bedrock's gonna glance over Luby. Curious about what he's doing while backing away from where the death bird appeared from. And he doesn't really have any stat raising moves. So
Do you actually have a weight maneuver for something you can do here, or no? I
No.
forget. I might be thinking of the wrong system.
No.
It's the wrong system.
Apollo.
Apollo cannot do anything because we nerfed Hone Claws back in the days, but Apollo could just spam that thing to be EOT instead of at will, like it originally was. So
The only thing you can do is wait it out.
Try rolling a skill. Yes. Oh well.
Alright. Alright, so with that,
Oh my Jesus Christ!
whatever it is, it can't be worse than Dragon Rush.
Ah, it was that!
so Ellaby gets hit.
What damage base is that?
That?
That's 9.
What damage base is Dragon Rush?
10.
Oh, that's 10. Nice.
Yeah. Phantom. Oops, I've seen this move before, and ow.
Before he then flies back over.
Okay, well, my health bar didn't update. Weird. I have to click it to see the right number.
2, 4, 5. Heck.
Rip. that your turn? Okay.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Okay. Whatever that was you just did, you're not doing it again. He's throwing a ban seed.
Alright, do a d20. With Evil Toll, it'll be a c4.
Okay.
Hits it, and Phantom Force is now disabled.
And I'm gonna move over here.
And Levi.
Alright, let's see. I believe I would just briefly step out from that little hiding spot before deciding to, with a snap of the fingers, since I finally move, help that. Paralyze the bacon bird and then go back into hiding. Or at least not hiding, just something between him and the giant death bird.
Alright. And on caster.
Again? Fuck me.
Oh yeah. He only took 1 damage.
He will take 1 hit point.
A minor inconvenience.
Just a petty heal.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Agile style. This again.
Right, that is 43. That is special defense.
The special is charged.
And a follow.
Olo darts one way and then charges up, setting himself up to be in a flank for Alavi. But when he gets into range and stops there for the last of his movement for the turn. As for his move,
Ooh. Slashy, slashy.
that was also supposed to be that.
There's 59. And caster.
Okay.
Oh! Crit and poison.
The poison is all I'm really looking for, let's be honest.
True. Remind me, to flank I would have to be standing here, right? Or can I be standing here?
You could be standing,
either
that
one.
latter position.
Either
You
one
also
works
work.
here.
You also So you also need plus more than just 2 people.
Yeah, caster's
Yeah,
in
we have
position to
yeah.
insulate the flank.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
So, realizing that he's got his chance here, he's gonna use this. But we're gonna do it. We're going strong.
Nice.
Might as well go big.
Oh! Well, thankfully we can reroll it, at least.
Mhm. One more.
There we go.
That's special 45.
Darn, the second had rolled so much higher.
All right. So, Evil Tell turns around towards Ellaby.
I was expecting this.
So that is 44.
And I get pushed 3 meters. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Oh. He has lifesteal on that too, does he?
All right, and then
And flinched.
yeah, he is flinched.
Wait, no, the -2.
Yeah, he had a -2 on Dragon Rush.
I did that already. Because I added
Oh.
+2 to the.
Oh yeah, he put it at an AC of 6.
Mhm.
So yeah, he. Okay, well, I can't make the call out then.
Levi.
I don't even know what to do here. 1, 2, 3. Actually, yeah, just do it from here. Be safer.
Hydrate from death.
In a moment. So I'm going to hop an agile style before putting a hand on Luvy's shoulder, just pushing down gently with saying, "Excuse me a moment, let me just..."
He almost casually crit by doing that. On a side note, Levi, you probably noticed he didn't respond. He's stiff as a board.
Passes Luvy on the shoulder. You're gonna be okay. Before going right back to his little hiding spot.
Ow.
Another.
And another one.
Another minor inconvenience.
And he didn't even get anything.
It takes one.
It takes one.
And Evil Tell
Right.
gains one.
My TBN didn't break. When the buster doesn't hit hard enough.
I know I have the 3 points, but am I allowed to move before doing the 2 moves?
Oh
Or
yeah.
do I have to do the first move before
You can
moving?
move and then make your standard actions.
Alright. First standard action.
Joke's on you, Yveltal!
Check for crit.
That's 46.
And then follow that up with
Whopper Chang.
checking for crit.
And... It's a crit!
It's not a crit.
No, it is.
Wait, no, it is a crit. It
It's
is a
edge.
crit.
Well,
Crit and burn. Alright.
We're just kind of stacking up the debuffs. I love it.
My god, he's got 3 debuffs on him now.
Apollo.
All right. Apollo is going to polish his claws.
Anyway.
Levi is going to come out from behind the tree. 6. With the intent to... Ooh. Yeah. Screw it. Levi's gonna come up from behind the tree, look up at Yveltal, and proceed to just get right under it before jumping up, grabbing hold, and taking it up with him.
Oh no.
And fumbling. He
And
misses. Ivatal basically just jerks his tail out of the way.
You
Wait,
say that
wait.
like he doesn't have flanking.
Exactly.
Right?
This is true. And this
Yeah,
is
Ivatal jerks his tail out of the way and glares at Levi at the attempt.
He just reaches his third appendage down and just boops Levi on the snoot.
It's like, no.
I am
We're
not a
not me.
train.
I am not trained.
I'm not fucking trained, bitch.
bigger than I thought. A bit bigger than I thought.
Aster.
Okay. Let me move over here real quick.
Oh yes.
Hey, man, I
assume
could- I could just stay there because it's funny.
assume the
that-
formation.
I'm thinking about it.
Oh,
Does this count as flanking?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to make sure.
got 2 on the other side.
No crit.
A crit. And Alavi.
Okay, that felt like the life had been drained out of me. Whatever that was. Ouch. Alright. One second, let me get to it. You wanna play rough? Well, how about I, prevent you from doing that? He didn't end his turn right there.
eventually, or soon, just a matter of time.
And despite his paralysis, Evil Tail flies high into the sky.
Oh. Shackle. Oh my. You all might want to move.
Kind of hard to do that.
Let me get my little thing. There it is.
Right. 1, 2, 3. And wait, what? Oh, okay.
We'll let you do that next time.
And the icon is that. Yeah, so your move.
Oh, I didn't see the intern.
My bad.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And Valerie.
I'm going to go ahead and give myself some physical. And I'm also going to move back a couple squares because I don't know what that's about.
Meanwhile, everyone else is in melee range.
It's their turn.
Yeah. Boop. It was that move. Ranged blast of 10.
And seeing that he missed, he comes back down, growling.
Wait.
See, this isn't Yveltal Extreme, so it still had the indication marker.
I would have thought that range blast 10 had further range than that.
I will just count it as miss. Otherwise, it's kind of cheating.
What kind
Fair.
of doesn't miss? For the sake of all involved.
No. The burn knocked him
What?
out, the poison knocked him out. It's like,
Poison and far.
That's 20% HP every turn.
bye.
Yeah.
So, after missing the Oblivion Wing, which he really did not need to miss, he comes flying back down and then crashes into the ground.
We just...
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah, we did.
He's... Oh, thank goodness he's still alive.
And he just glares around at them, growling as he's trying to get back up.
Buddy, you just got your ass kicked. Take this loss before you step into something you can't get off your talons or
Apollo,
whatever.
please don't taunt
Apollo,
him.
stop.
Apollo, do not tempt the
Don't.
death god.
You dare speak that way to me.
I said it before, I'll say it again. We're here for somebody else, not you. It's unfortunate you got in our way, but for the last time, can you help us get our friend out of here so we can quit bothering you.
What friend?
There was another Absol who came rushing up the mountain. Just came by recently, probably just a little bit earlier today before we arrived.
Almost sounded like she darted out here the moment she heard there was a Yveltal here. As suicidal as that sounds.
I haven't seen any such. Yveltal, fucking stop, for God's sake!
Oh, there we are.
You're a little late.
The May runs over towards Yveltal. And he kind of just glares back at the team before she comes over, and she's kind of like stands directly in front of him. Look at me, Yveltal. Look at me, please. Please, Yveltal. Calm your rage. This isn't the way you are. He just struggles a bit as the white flames in the area sort of flare up again. Shut up.
Couldn't help it.
I mean, I'm sitting here joking to myself, like, what if they filled these 2 last slots and we have a...
The white flames in the area just sort of flare up like he's trying to control them to attack the team again. And Fierme just steps closer to him, only inches away from his face. Yveltal, stop. Before he turns back down to her, his eyes focused on her as the flames soon start to fizzle out. Fierme. They're not the ones you're after. Please, just calm down. You've been doing this for so long. After a moment, she just steps forward, pressing her head to his while it's laid down on the ground. And she, please, just listen to me. Calm down. And after a moment, he just lowers his wings again before looking back at the team and narrowing his eyes, still appearing to not to trust them, but he doesn't move to attack them this time. He just stares at them.
Maybe a token of goodwill would be a suffice. I can easily undo these injuries.
Why did you come here? Why here of all places?
We told you we were looking for her.
And what do you have to do with the witch?
We came to bring her back home.
That's not the witch, Apollo.
He's referring to Esmerella.
That's the name.
Paul looks over at Levi.
You with the mark of death. You're one of them.
Not anymore. Not anymore. My day already came and passed for me to die, and as you can see, I'm still here.
And who is she to you?
Well, let's not sugarcoat it, shall we? The Gothitelle is effectively my godmother. She's also someone who made an effort to try to keep me alive, try to keep my parents alive. And someone above her tried to cut her down for it. I survived, they didn't. So yes, I still have the mark of death. And I still owe her. I don't want to lose all of them. I can't. I can't lose all of them.
And your intent to see that she lives.
Until I understand what's going on further. If the day comes by that she has to go, I'd rather it be by my hand. Until then, I need her to live.
Then you will see to it that she faces the consequences for what she's done.
What has she done exactly?
She's a zealot. This explains the entire story to you, doesn't it?
I know that. What did she do as a zealot that has you so riled up? And are you sure it isn't the one that I want to deliver to you personally?
Every zealot must be taken down. By myself or someone else. They will all face the consequences for their crimes.
How many have been sent to you via Gigas?
What'd you say, Livy?
I said, and how many have been sent to our resident Death Lord via Gigas?
I don't care for those.
Well, you should. Every death you're responsible for.
Perhaps. Even still. You. Who are you? Yeah, that's right.
I am. My name is Apollo. I'm the son of Moria and Artemis.
And yet you possess a spirit which does not belong to you.
What are you talking about?
You should know.
I don't. Want to stop speaking in circles?
I don't know the details. I just know that your spirit isn't properly connected to your body, which means it was not from you. It was from somewhere else.
Now, hold on. How can that work?
Go ahead, straight.
How is that possible?
Perhaps you should ask your ghostly mother that. As for you, you say you didn't ask for this, but where did you get it?
Almost dying in the midst of some ruins, drowning in water corrupted by Eternity's essence.
And it made you this way.
That it did.
I highly advise you be careful with your actions.
You don't need to tell me twice.
And he turns to Padrock, staring at him.
I know it's not the best of circumstances, but it's still a bit of an honor to get to meet you. You know,
I wish I were in the state to say the same thing. However, you do have power from my other kin.
yeah.
Yveltal.
I'm sorry. My soul isn't quite yet yours to shepherd.
I will leave it be.
Oh.
If she
Oh,
has
yeah.
given you her power, then I will leave it alone. He then looks over at Ellaby.
You say you're not well enough. I did mention I can undo some of this damage, at the very least as a token of goodwill.
You possess power from Jirachi.
As I found out, yes.
Unfortunately, it will not work. But you needn't worry about me.
I see. Well, it's the thought that counts. Levi, where are you going?
He just looks up to the sky, and then looks back to Luby. How many other legendaries are going to want me dead because of what I am? I'm just asking. Because if that alone's enough for them to want to kill me, then I need to reevaluate my choices.
What are you
Not like
saying?
this was even a choice.
He turns around and faces Levi. If you have the mark of death, and you seek to make amends for the things that you've done in the past, you seek to make a living, then I advise you find this beast and destroy it.
If you're talking about the Dark One, don't worry. I don't intend to die until they're long gone. You're not stopping me. No other legend is stopping me. And that asshole of a Garchomp isn't stopping me.
Then we'll see who gets to him first.
Who knows? We get to work together. That'd be lovely.
A race
On
against
that
time.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
On that subject, you actually seem to be quite knowledgeable. Would you know anything about this Dark One?
Nothing. Only that it is not from around here.
So would my assumption in believing that it may have been alien in origin, much like Eternatus, be correct in some way?
It's unclear. Whatever it is, I intend to see its downfall as quickly as possible.
Not like that, looking like that, you're not.
He just flaps his wings and lifts up. You think you can seriously take me out that easily?
No. But I'm saying that you've seen better days.
I've seen worse. He then looks over at Fierme before leaning his head down towards hers. I will return in time. You don't get yourself killed. She just slowly nods to him. Just don't go on any more rampages like this, please. I don't need to see you this way again. He slowly nods before just rising up and flapping his wings and then taking off.
Aw,
Oh.
he left before I could ask for a ride.
I don't think that would have been an advisable question to ask, especially not with him being in a bad mood.
Yeah, you're right.
Is that why you ran off in such a hurry, Fairmay?
Yes. I didn't want him to be responsible for any more unnecessary deaths. Let's just go, okay?
Well,
Is that Yveltal an off-worlder like you are?
I mean, would you expect a legendary to exist in one place?
touche.
He's like Vernius. I know both of them.
If there's other worlds, I would almost expect them to have their own,
He looks back at Castor curiously.
Lost in thought.
Yeah, I can imagine.
We should probably check on Esmerella. Okay, I guess they're already going. It seems they're still petrified.
She just seems to be sitting in there, like, just not wanting to acknowledge anything.
probably going to be petrified unless we get Cernius to walk over here.
Levi,
Yeah.
how do you want to handle this?
We can't leave her here by herself.
He's one of them. I don't think the authorities would be willing to let you just take her back to town. We're
They'd
probably
sooner
going
put
to
her
need to turn
behind-
her in.
Yeah, they'd sooner put her behind bars.
I know.
At the same
That's
time,
what scares
though,
me.
there is one thing I did read up on Levi. Due to her mental condition, she may be eligible for counsel.
My fear, Fluvi, is the same reason why I was so terrified when I met Apollo and Castor.
We can talk it over with Michael when we get her back to town. I don't pretend to understand the ins and outs of that whole loophole.
To make a long story short, Apollo, if she goes to jail, she may very well be as good as dead.
She's from the way you've described things, it sounds like she's close to being as good as dead, left in the hands of the Garchomp.
Exactly.
So we can't take her to jail, and we can't leave her here.
Hmm.
If
Quite the dilemma.
If imprisoned, especially the way the prison is right now, someone's gonna try and break her out. Most likely a zealot of high power, and I fear Evelyn will not be able to take care of keeping her safe. Given her service will be at an inn, she may very well be taken to the Dark One. For me, it would have been me being caught because, hey, I'm marked. I am supposed to be dead. She's not. But she did interfere with my supposed death. She also interfered with my parents.
Your badges should take you straight to your ship, right?
Well,
We came by the
yes.
teleporter.
Damn it.
It's more like just a general safe area.
I'm trying to think.
Well, nearest safe area would be near the town, but it is currently very much quiet.
If we're going to get her somewhere where she's not arrested, we're gonna have to sneak her through town somehow.
I don't advise that.
Well, what other alternatives do we have?
Furthermore,
Well,
if Elijah was once part of them, he'd recognize her. And he's the
Immediately.
one running the teleporter.
Easiest. No. Shit.
Levi?
Fine.
Levi,
What?
could you run the teleporter if I was able to get them away from the controls?
I don't know. I probably could, but how understanding is Michael?
The time I've known him, he's always been upfront and honest about the cases that he's been able to take up. I don't know if we don't have a case, but I don't know if we don't have a case either.
Let's go talk to Michael.
I'll
All right,
keep
then.
I'll keep an eye on her while we're going.
I don't want to
Okay.
forsake her. I don't want to forsake you guys either.
We're going to make this work.
Let's go talk to Michael.
Is the team gonna return to town now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
on the way there, Padrock, you'd hear Alubi saying, like, seems we are, and at the same time, he's also saying, I don't like it any more than you do.
What happened to Caster?
Yeah, what? Where is Caster? Oh,
Under
there he
Under
is.
me?
Peekaboo.
Consuming the fluff, as usual.
Yes.
I copied both of them. I don't know why I didn't paste both of them. Yeah.
Come on, Apollo.
Fear Mage just keeping a close eye on Esmeralda while she's walking next door.
Hey, Apollo, hold up.
Most likely he did that to get over the lag.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
Listen. I get it. I'm not blind to it. As much as I want to help her, I can't do the stealth route. Even if I thought about it or did it, I cannot in good conscience take you guys down for something that's personal to me. I hope that makes sense.
I understand. We're
That's
spitballing ideas.
I know. It's a 4-on-1 situation though. We do that, we'd be wanted. It'd be a lot more than just the zealots after me.
Apollo nods before knocking at the door frame to Michael's office. Michael?
Gonna bring these two down here.
Yep, there they go.
Recommend the rest of the team follow along.
Yep.
Michael looks up from his paperwork back at Apollo. Oh,
We got a situation. You might be the only person in this whole city who might be able to help us.
what kind of situation?
The kind that needs to stay under strict confidentiality.
And what is that?
Levi? Go ahead and explain.
He looks to Michael before looking to himself, before simply starting off with, Fierme, can you bring her in?
All right.
Thank you.
What is she doing here?
Let me explain. A moment ago, we went off to go investigate what happened to our friend. We came across what was left of a establishment made by, well, members of the Black Hand. All except her are still alive today. I know who she is. Oh, hold up. Someone about to say something?
You said that backwards. All of them except her are alive.
Excuse me. All of them except her are no longer with us. They have been turned to stone. Eliminated in Yvatal's rage.
Every one of them.
She was almost with them.
It was literally a matter of seconds.
And in my decision to save her, I realized I turned Yveltal's ire against our team.
What do you expect from me?
I need some way to guarantee passage for her back to New Treasure Town. Simply put, we couldn't leave her there, because she'd be taken off to God knows where God only knows what would be done to her. If we leave her here to be incarcerated, that's just the former option with a few extra steps. Somebody else is going to crack that jail open, and at that point, who's going to take Malva City seriously as far as a place to keep criminals incarcerated and actually have them stay there to serve their time?
I see you're playing with a double-edged sword here, Apollo. If you plan to take her back to New Treasure Town, to the guild, then I expect full cooperation.
You'll have that, and we'll make sure the guildmasters are apprised of everything that you'll need to be kept in the loop for.
I am doing this against my better judgment. And I expect you'll take care to make sure she doesn't try anything funny.
Yes, sir.
Question.
Yes.
What kind of defenses is usually employed to ensure someone cannot teleport away?
Right. He sort of just goes over and rummages into his dresser. It was here somewhere. There it is. And then he comes back around. They look old. However, these were made to ensure a prisoner who is taken in cannot escape by any means. He just holds up a pair of cuffs. They're not bound together, but they look somewhat techy, like perhaps something Eaton made.
I'd say it's either Eden or old plasma tech.
But he holds them to Levi and is like, you put these on her and you make sure they don't come off.
That's the plan. Just trying to make sure. To leave her behind is basically killing her. To leave her imprisoned is, once more, a way to kill her. I'm trying to buy time until I have a good option of how to proceed with this. And I don't.
You all keep in contact.
Plan to.
And I expect to hear back from Range soon.
You will.
Very well. Off you go then.
Thank you for trusting us.
I'll send word to Elijah to let you through.
Thank you.
And he goes back to the table and sits down, rubbing his forehead as he starts working again.
Clear path.
You didn't tell him about the shock she's in, did you?
No.
And what did he say?
I think he was able to see that himself.
He was
Fair
able.
enough.
He's gotten us passage to New Treasure Town again. Let's not overstay our welcome.
As you wish.
Let me scout ahead and make sure that the road's clear so we're not attracting any unwanted attention.
What-
Shouldn't we go around the other
When
way?
we-
The way
When we go this way,
Right.
it's a shorter path, after all.
and it doesn't go past the giant open entrance to the fighting club.
Jeremy looks back at Castor again.
You all seem awfully confident that the Guildmaster will see things your way.
No,
Coast is clear this way.
I'm anything but right now.
As the team passes by the old house that Emil was staying at, it looks completely boarded up. All the doors and windows are blocked off. As well as Nella's house.
This place used to make me happy. All I'm seeing now is everyone we lost the other day.
It needs time. Honestly, it's time that I don't think it has.
All right. Paul would come over and wave our technician over. All right.
Elijah kind of just gives a little glare at Esmeralda before looking at back at the others.
Oh, that voice.
You're starting your robot a little bit.
Oh my god, no. Check Twitch.
I think you're... Is the CPU getting overloaded again?
No, my CPU
the
doesn't get uploaded.
CPU has nothing to do with this. It really comes down to connection.
All right.
Okay. Can you hear me, Twitch? Or any of us?
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't hear any more of the brrr anymore.
So
Yeah, it's coming through clearly on Twitch.
Let's
Eli-
get Esmeralda through first.
Elijah glares at Esmeralda and then looks back at the rest of the team. He's like, "You sure about this?"
Those two certainly seem to be.
If anyone has any arguments about this, please let me know so I can have a better idea of what the hell to do. Just
Levi, I'll just put it this way. I trust you, but I don't trust you know what you're actually doing.
Yeah, I had an argument, but it's been countered before I could voice it.
what do you plan to do? What do you think I should do?
I was going to suggest the jail option being more survivable than the Garchomp option, but then you made the good point about people breaking in together. So Padrock just puts his hands up.
This is Apollo.
You got all that right, Ruben.
Oh, today he just keeps getting better and better. I'll get the teleporter up and running. Just I'll let the guildmaster know.
All right, I'll send him over. And the teleporter lights up, and then he first sends the 4 on it over before allowing the other 3 to go in. And we'll just say that they did, because I don't want to move the tokens around and stuff.
Yeah. I'll just go ahead and put myself here.
Levi's gonna look over. Oh, sorry.
Too late. Say too late.
Yeah, it's a little too late.
A little bit.
Is anyone else stuck on loading?
Refresh. If you get stuck on loading, always refresh.
There we go. Oh boy.
He looks at the others and just gives a little nod. I'll take her straight to Rain, okay?
Thank
Do
you.
that.
You be swift with it.
Of course.
Apollo immediately steps out. He had somewhere else to go and someone else to speak about.
Yerme wanders off towards the guild. Meanwhile, the others?
So what do we do now?
Well, as awkward as this is, there's not a lot we can do. We've already jumped the river. There's no sense going back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. Familial values. They're not something one can explain. I know.
Just scared. I'm doing the exact same thing. That's going to lead to problems. I didn't want to do the sneaking because I'm scared it was going to do more than just come after me.
And you were right to believe so.
You guys. How does one balance family? Because as it stands, the only people right now that I have that are family to me is you guys and her.
And you're afraid to lose her.
I'm afraid to lose her. I've already lost everything else.
I've been bottling up my concerns with, well, you know. It's not a pressing issue at the current, but I can understand where you're coming from.
I get the fact that she can't go without trial.
No,
I get that. It's gonna happen. But I also get the fact that she's, like me, is a target.
well, Levi, I'll tell you one thing you did right.
What?
Not sneaking around about it. You already gained back the trust after you lost it initially. You would have been throwing it away all over again.
Yeah?
And fool me once, fool me twice, the rule comes in.
And I decided to be honest about it and try to find a better way to go about it.
And that's how you make a road to progress.
Well, Caster, what do you think about all this?
It's hard for me to pity her when she put this. You say she has a target on her back, but she also put it there herself.
Indeed.
She did.
Though, there is the benefit of the doubt. Because, as you said, she was directly responsible for keeping you alive.
Yeah. But and then you consider that's just one life over who knows how many.
And I value
And-
that one life.
Yeah. We weren't typically the violent sector of the Zealots either. I mean, we got violent, but we weren't the main ones compared to the Old Path and the Wardens.
There is one concern I have. If Esmerella ever shakes off her shock, or her catatonic state in general, what's to stop her from attempting the mind stuff that you've said she's known for? What if she tries to manipulate somebody? We don't know. But this is why I give it the benefit of the doubt.
I don't know. Aside from the cuffs, aside from the cuffs we got from Michael, I don't know. I'm hoping that those cuffs do exactly what he says he did. He said that they'll keep her in prison no matter what.
That's not what I'm concerned about. If what you said is true about her being able to control others' minds, she could just get them off another way.
That's what I know.
But those cuffs are meant to power dampen. Wouldn't they dampen that power too?
Perhaps. If that's true, then there's nothing to worry about.
That's a big if.
That's a big if.
Yeah.
Reuven, you've been listening in on this for a long time. What's your take on it?
Well, besides the obvious, in the vein that you are playing a very dangerous game trying to defend one of the three core leaders, well, I suppose 4 core leaders of the Zealots.
Reuven, I said the exact same thing.
Aside from that, I get it. And Reuven just kind of shrugs. One person coming from a shady background to another. Yeah. You're trying to look at for your family. But don't let one member of your family take away the rest of your family. If that makes sense, Levi. So far, you made the right choices, but even the right choices have consequences. So, hope you're ready for them. We'll be here for you either way.
Whoopsie. I double typed it by accident.
You're fine.
Alluvi.
Besides, you went through the legal pathway to actually make this happen, so you got nothing out of me. You're still fine in my book. Just, we'll see what comes of it.
We should go check on the others.
Oh. Hey, Luby.
Hmm.
Before we get off, I did want to ask that weird psychic breathing exercise you did during the fight.
Oh, you're referring to a calm mind.
Is that what that's called? I was wondering if you might be able to show me how to do that.
Well, well, we are the same species. You should be able to learn it naturally.
He kind of tilts it. He slightly tilts his head. Are you sure about that?
Aside from the typing. But
No,
yeah.
no, not about that. Like, being able to learn that.
Well, I'll put it this way. It's not just meditative breathing. It is something to help you focus, really. It is a move.
As for all that, I think we can go to Apollo.
Mm-hmm.
Down by the tavern.
Apollo would be walking past the airships. He'd stop just several yards away from where his mother and father, or at least the people that he thought were his mother and father, were seated. During the moments between the time that he had been in Malva City and coming back into New Treasure Town, he had a moment to think. Why was he here? Why was he alive? If he really was just some spirit placed into his body, why did Moria do what she did? What possible reason would she have had to do the things that she had done? To see Apollo grow up the way that he had? Did she truly love him? Or was this just some plot that she had to act on with so much time behind her and so much more ahead of her? Mom? Dad?
You all came back in one piece. Good to see.
I have some questions. I need some answers to them.
All right. What kind of questions?
Questions about me. Who I am, what I am, and why I'm here. I ran into a Veltal today. He said that my spirit wasn't my own, that I was someone else in my body. And that I had to ask you about it, Mom. I wanted to believe that all those visions I had growing up, those memories that weren't mine, those nightmares as you called them, were they really nightmares? Or were you hiding something from me my entire life? Who am I really, Mom?
Moria lets out a long sigh and steps away. Follow me.
Out of character, you picked a hell of a time to crash, roll 20.
It's okay, we're about to go to a smaller map for a little bit.
Right, I need to move caster around so I can see by proxy.
We'll actually be going to the upstairs map, and I have a camera there.
Oh, okay.
Is Artemis going to be present there too? Or is she staying out?
Artemis will follow behind.
Alright. And we will transition to the upstairs map.
He said to speak to you about this. That you knew why all this was happening to me.
Still loading in, give me a moment. Finicky, finicky, finicky. Come on. There we go. I do know why. And there were reasons. There were reasons I should have told you and reasons why I never told you. But now there's no hiding it anymore, is there? Soon after you were born, I had a visit by someone from the Council Glacialis is from.
One second.
There we go.
Fancy Mian Shao.
So, the Mian Shao Celestia steps up to Moria, holding her staff in her paws as she's looking at the Apso, looking over the hill. You kept his spirit hidden from us this entire time. Moria, do you know what you've done? Do you know what spiritual degradation is? It's when a spirit, which has left its original body, doesn't pass on and loses stability. It's catastrophic and excruciating process, both mentally and physically, before there's eventually nothing left. This is why the Council must be careful when we select who we take in. Only those who can sustain themselves after parting their body can be safely inducted. Celestia takes a deep breath and a step closer before looking out towards the river. Now, we did look into Apollo, and luckily he does have the longevity to remain stable, but this is a stroke of pure luck. And there are other problems. As the spirit integrates into a new body, so too do its memories. He will eventually learn who he is. How do you suppose he'll respond to that? She looks back at the Absol again. Furthermore, he had been preserved until his rebirth. An entire year. How much did that take out of you? What you did was extremely reckless, and we cannot condone such an act. I must insist you never do something like this again.
Are you quite finished? I know what I was doing and why I did it. I'm not just some selfish person who can't let her friends go and wants to see them come back to life. I saw there was more for Apollo. I kept his soul here because I needed to. You're not the only ones who know how to handle these things. I wasn't the protector of Kasiev for hundreds of years on a fluke. So take your reprimands elsewhere and leave me and my family alone. You and your council have no business in this time. And don't go after Glacialis again. She didn't tell you for this exact reason. She knew this was how you would react.
I hope you understand what you're doing, and you're prepared to deal with the consequences in the coming decades. Moria, you're taking an enormous risk.
I was momentarily distracted by trying to recognize the song. Fucking answers.
Of course, it's answers.
Yeah.
Da-da.
Apollo, no one else is to blame for how you came to be. It was my idea and mine alone.
Why though? Why do this at all?
Because Cassia always needs Apollo, or someone like him. It's not what I always thought. When Apollo, Aaron, and I first met, we were enemies, and I almost killed him over a misunderstanding. As you've probably heard a million times before, I wasn't myself when I was mourning. She sort of glances over to Artie. Ever since that first encounter with Apollo, I came to respect him, trust him, and eventually I counted him among my friends.
You could have done this to anyone else. You could have brought anyone else back. Why me? Why me out of everyone else that this could have happened to?
Sometimes I ask myself that. I watched the original Wayfinders come to prominence, as well as the teams that came after them. I've met many extraordinary Pokemon in my time, but few were equal to Apollo. Even his little foray to the days where I first met Artemis showed me he had potential, though I didn't realize it at the time. He worked tirelessly as a guildmaster not only to restore the rescuers of Cassia, but to help start the push to bring Cassia Town back to its former glory.
Well, who else could measure up to Apollo when you put it like that?
Not my point. I watched him save the day plenty of times with nothing but his wits and his will. But as the years passed, he was getting slower, he was getting older, and he was getting weaker. Eventually, he was going to have to retire as a guildmaster, or someone or something would finally kill him. For all of Anak's skill with medicine, for all of Eaton's skill with machines and technological wizardry, neither of them could prevent the inevitable. The thought of Cassia without someone like Apollo or someone like him, without a strong guiding force, without someone to challenge the threats that rose up in the wake of New Dawn's trail after Eternatus was destroyed, it wasn't something I was willing to leave to chance. Especially not knowing where the other disciples of Eternatus are and what their plans might be. And it seems like my caution was well warranted. I wasn't confident that I didn't trust the rest of the guild to be able to handle things and to do what needs to be done. For as much as I had tried to find someone to take Apollo's place elsewhere in Cassia, I couldn't find anyone who could truly fill the role he had taken on. As I was about to give up on the project, I realized that the only person who could fill the role of Apollo was Apollo himself. Besides, I owed him for what had happened before. I'm sure you know the story of his childhood, about being kidnapped and used for ransom. Not only did he have to go through that, but during the best years of his life, he was crippled and couldn't live to his fullest, purely because of me and my rash actions. This way, I was able to give him something resembling normalcy. I was able to give you something resembling normalcy. The night he died, I waited outside his home. He had only passed away like a man like him could hope to, surrounded by a loving family. Before his soul could depart, I took possession of it and kept it with me. Then came the other challenge in raising you. I knew full well what would happen if those around you pushed relentlessly to follow in the steps of your namesake. And I wouldn't dare repeat that mistake again. The only thing I ever wanted for you was to pursue your interests as you found them, and to become someone you could be proud of. I knew Apollo Aaron for over 40 years, but I've known you your entire life. You're not Apollo Aaron, you're the young man he was meant to be. There are many differences between the two of you, but the one thing that didn't change was that you have his heart, his spirit. I've never met anyone that cared more for his fellow Pokemon than Apollo, until I had you. You want to have a better life than he did, and to rise above Lethera's designs on the continent? Take care of the people who love and care for you. Or don't. It's ultimately your choice.
Apollo was listening on, hearing everything that Moria had to say. Looking out over New Treasure Town from the window in the south room. Mom. Hey. I don't know what to say. Apollo, his paw is trembling. don't know what to say.
What? One sec. Artie will chime in at this point. Remember what I told you about secrets and revealing those that aren't truly your own? Even to this day, sometimes I don't agree with Moria's choice, but I trust her judgment. And the love we have for you is nothing but genuine.
Paul looks over at Artemis for a second. Now he's trying to reconcile some of the memories he had from his previous life and seeing them clash against the ones that he had now. None of this makes any sense anymore.
And I can tell you, it won't. Not for a while. Back when I was with Team New Dawn, as I'm sure you know, I had flashes of memories, flashes of who I was back when I was with the team, with the Wayfinders, meeting Moria. Throughout those weeks and months, it took me longer than I care to admit to reconcile myself with what I was seeing, what I was learning. Trying to accept many things was difficult. Trying to accept that I had failed at feeling like I had failed everyone by passing on when I did, letting the Cassia fall to chaos, by not being strong enough to stand up to Pan, to Desolute, when I was, well, brought back. Those memories take time to settle into place, and it takes time to find yourself again once you start realizing, once you start putting all of the pieces into place. The best advice I can give is, like Moria said, keep those you care for around you. They will be your guiding light.
You're not kidding that this is hard. Some part of me wants to be mad at both of you for this. And then I keep remembering everything that's happened from the point that I hatched up till now. I just... Paul just steps forward and buries his head against Artemis. This doesn't make any sense. I want to be mad at you, but thank you, Dad. Thank you, Artemis.
Just take all the time you need. He's gonna reach down and ruffle Apollo's head.
Apollo just leans himself against his father and against his mother, reaching a paw up to try and hold both of them.
One moment. Wrong characters, but it has a spirit.
Azula.
Azure and White, yeah.
So yeah, if the players feel that that is good, we can finish the session.
Yeah. I can't really think of anything that we can really do in the time that we have left.
You do have downtime in town.
Yep.
We do indeed have downtime.
Most NPCs are probably asleep, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aluvia and Padrock are going to be most likely doing lessons. At least they
Mhm.
think they are. They don't know how to do them yet. I don't know.
I
Oh,
mean,
he's
to be
gonna-
fair, we do have. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, Ador's going to be taking attempted meditation lessons from Aluvi.
We do have nocturnal NPCs, thankfully.
Yeah.
I'll be needing them.
So, that is session 29.
And then you're going to have to remember next time that it starts with a 3. And then
Oh, that'll
no.
be fine.
The big 3-0 is next.
Yep.
So,
And let me pull up the proper Twitch stream so I can see the stuff,
the steps.
the art
Dang.
stuff.
So,
I didn't disconnect a single time. I'm happy.
you got your internet fixed. So, session 29. Artemis. Caster. What did you think?
I was saving a lot of my energy for the last RP scene, I'm gonna be honest.
I don't
noticed.
blame you.
Fair.
I noticed.
It was going to be a long one. But you enjoyed yourself?
Yeah. I was able to make things fit a bit better than I initially thought.
You pulled that off really well. Not gonna lie.
Holy crap. Aster, you finally did it. You broke the cycle.
Of what?
I think it went really, really well.
Hmm.
Every time.
But yeah. So Levi, Bryce, what you think?
First of all, chat. First of all,
Why are we screaming in chat?
that's just how I feel about this entire session, especially the second half of it.
Just conflicted.
Absolutely. Okay, shit. Where to start? A bit of whiplash on how fast we jumped up from starting the session to, yep, we're going to the next mission now. What? Okay. There's that. Second thing being, I was not prepared to debate morals. This was
Your
not.
morality is in question.
I was not prepared for my morality to be questioned.
Calling it now, there's going to be a time where Levi's going to have to choose between his found family and
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda. Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you. I already know the answer to that. Unfortunately, I mean, to be fair, this was already the decision. He was trying to pick the middle ground on it.
Yeah. Technically,
Because-
she was supposed to be dead.
Technically, she was supposed to be dead. And
All you've done is delay the inevitable.
So,
I mean, to be fair, I just pulled what Miles did with her sister.
Fair.
there are actually 4 ways this could have gone. The
Oh,
first
really?
choice was how you approached Esmeralda, which would have either triggered a battle or skipped the battle. And then-
oh,
Depending on how you rolled your combat, would have decided whether you saved her or not.
oh, fun.
So, yeah.
Esmeralda very well could have died this session.
Yeah, the fact that even though you rolled really low on the athletics, the fact that she had only really low athletics meant that you
basically saved her. So
I skimmed it, and I'm glad for Apollo being so cautious on how we approached. And then the fact that she took a step back and was like, "Okay, we don't approach.
yeah, that's why
We
Luffy's
talk.
like, careful.
So,
We talk."
this was the first major time that you could have changed a large event in the campaign.
Uh-oh.
Whether or not she lived or died.
Well, tally this down in your journals, folks. Asmarella's still alive
For now.
for now. But no, otherwise, the fact that I had to debate on how to even figure out what the hell to do with Asmarella is like still biting at me right now. I'm just kind of. I think I made the right choice. I
You took the
Think.
middle road.
don't know.
I'll tell you this much, that because you chose not to sneak around about it, it actually, I'm going to tell you this right now, it actually saved you from Aluvi being really frustrated with you.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
So, Parsef, what did you think of this session?
Like, you've already heard the first half. The other half, well, I think I finally got to be able to show Aluvi's, like, other side of being, like, he likes to think about things in advance, and while he was disagreeing with the fact of taking Esmeralda with them, at one point he could understand why this was a thing. So it kind of gave me that chance to show that he's not always going to be, happy with something being done. But because Levi changed his mind at the last second with not sneaking around about it, I wasn't able to show his frustration with it all. But it's okay.
Yeah. Straight Torah, Apollo, what did you think of the session?
This whole session turned out brilliantly. The fight with the Velvet was fun. Those little callbacks. I can't decide if that was a teasing out the first boss from Swallow's Compass in Final Fantasy XIV, or the trash pulls that you have to do in Katana Revel.
None. I just decided to put them there.
Works for me.
I'm gonna be real with you. The forecaster was the only one who got hit by the fires, and they barely tickled him.
That was just kind of funny.
Anything
He's
more?
like, "Oh, these don't hurt." Proceeds to stand in it.
Let's let Straight Torah finish.
So there was that. And then there was the interaction between Apollo and Moria. I had been planning that particular scene and everything that was going to happen for a long time. And for as much forethought as I was helping Artemis and Glacy put in for Moria's lines, I did not put as much thought into how Apollo was supposed to take this as I did. And I honestly think that actually helped out because I was picturing how Apollo would be taking this. Like, yeah, he'd be sort of distraught over this, but now he's probably at his most emotionally raw state I think he's ever been in this entire campaign. And him getting past that, I think my lack of direction on this actually helps sell the sort of emotionally aimless disposition that he's now in right now, which I thought worked out so much better than I thought it would. And so I guess I'm sort of pulling from Artemis' pool of this went better than I thought it would.
Yeah, sometimes it's best to just not think about it.
So, 8,000. Patrick, what you think?
I don't have any really big comments on the session.
Moji was had fun, at least.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't have any
What was
really
that?
big things to say about it.
Alright, so as we move on to our pictures, it's not quite as many this session, but that's fine. So,
I keep
first
feeling this.
one from Nug.
Oh, Nug throwing them in there, is he?
Hmm.
Nah. Look at the breaks.
You won. So,
I thought this was a joke on the fact that he's trying to do a one-shot with nothing but Breakson team.
so next
Whenever
one. Next one is from Flaros. It's not a model picture, but it's more of a meme. Find the Fennekin.
Find the voxel.
Where's the fire? Where's the fire?
And you guys can pull that up on stream and enjoy it, and I will actually link it directly in the stream chat.
I already see it.
I see it.
So you can search around for that if you want and have fun with it. Courtesy of Flaros.
I
And-
spy Foxo.
And
Find the vocal.
speaking of Flaros, he did another image for us.
Yes.
Oh, is it the... Yeah, it's this one.
Yes.
She's in a mixture of panic and embarrassment.
I can show you the world. I'm not going to sing any more because it'd be torture because I have no
Disney
singing
would
training.
copyright us, yeah.
That too.
I honestly thought it was a whole new world.
Yeah, that's the chorus.
hmm So,
Imagine if Podrock actually could fly like this.
I don't see why not.
What's some psychic training, maybe?
Because I thought our players weren't getting access to flying, Bryce.
That's fair.
so then we have a picture from Vathiel.
Uh-oh.
What?
Oh, no.
Oh God!
It's not freaking Eggman.
Concerned. I
I
don't
didn't
understand the
see
context.
It's an inside
That-
joke that's happened in
Dr.
voice
Aikman?
chat. Yes.
Okay, so number one, I didn't see this. I saw the work in progress and like the stream profile like thing, but because the room was full, I didn't go in there, and also I wasn't really feeling all that great that day. All I got in my DMs was Aluvi, you, and then this image comes up today, and I'm just like, oh no. Just, what have you done? Eggman Pelipper.
I just want to say this guy gives me Cuphead vibes.
Oh, absolutely.
no. I mean, I swear, if this ends up being in the campaign, I'm going to freaking freak out.
Snurk, 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 snurk.
Don't you freaking...
I mean,
See?
asking you will receive.
Lacey, this is not going to be my villain. I refuse.
I'll-
I found you. Failure.
Cease. And it's not even so
Don't you
much
mean-
that, it's-
CC?
Nope.
So,
Vathiel just DM me that later, so I can save it in a folder.
Oh Lord.
so with that, that's all the pictures. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed session 29. Next week will be session 30. And I will be speaking to a certain someone who is in the stream chat later tonight. So,
Here.
Oh.
So, I think we can probably raid Miko again. They're playing Destiny.
Yep.
Right? So let's see. Raid, Mako, Canova. And I hope to see you guys around next week for session 30 with the big 3-0, and I hope you guys will have fun. Fear, yes.
Here.
And I hope you guys enjoy stream with the flippies. So go have fun. We'll see you guys later. And raid.
Hmm.